Hello everyone. So in the previous lecture I discussed about a correlated subquery. So I would like to continue the same in this lecture also with another example. So this is my employee table where I have this data. Now I have the question, find the employee who is manager. So I need to find the employee from employee table who is manager. So I have a very short way to get this, but I would like to get this data through correlated subquery first. Now let's see. So this is our outer query and this is our correlated subquery. So outer, when I will execute this query, what will happen? First outer query will execute and it will give the data of employee table, that is here, this complete data this will return. After that what will happen, for every rows of this employee table, this subquery will execute every time. For each row of the outer table the subquery will execute. So for the first row, now first row value, this is the value of first row. So for first row this in a correlated subquery will execute and compare will happen. So let's see how the compare will happen. uh, Man ID means manager ID. So man ID of the outer table means employee table, outer table. If the ID will match with manager ID, then I can say this guy is a manager. If this ID out of outer table if match with any of the manager ID, then I can say this guy is a manager of anyone in any department. If it's not match, like if this ID does not match with anyone, like just example 2. So if 2 does not match with any of the manager ID in this, then I can say he is not a manager. So for first row id is equal to 1, so it will compare with all rows. So it's compare here. Now it give the value 1, it's match, then it's return the value 1, and here we have the exist operator. So exist operator is also a boolean type operator, like it's return true if any of the value we get in correlated subquery. So here this id got matched with this manager id, so it will return 1, so it means it exists. Now it will return this value, this Amit value, and again the same will continue for it this Amit this id 1 means row 1 will go and compare with all rows, and it will match 1 2 3 1 2 3 times, but still it will return 3 1 value, only 3 1, that's it. And there are some value that exist in this correlated subquery, so it will return true and this Amit will return. Now in the next iteration the compare will happen for second row, that is id 2. So when it will, the matching will start with this here here here, and it will continue till last row, but I don't see there is any matching for 2, so it will not return any value. So this exist condition will false, and for this id the value will not return. Now let's see for this 9 value, 9 number. So the it will iterate like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So outer correlated subquery will run for this 9 row, then 8 row, then again it will come, it will start to execute for 9th row. So what will happen here? So for 9th row there is a matching id with manager id, so this value should return. And then for 11th rows, yeah, we can see this 11 11 we have the matching, so this 11 9 and 1, these three values should return only. Let's see the result. Yes, we have only these three values, so I can say Amit, Sandeep and Raju are the manager. So actually this problem we can solve in very